Welcome you to the kickoff of the 6th annual Upper Midwest Stream Restoration Symposium, sponsored by the Partnership for River Restoration and Science in the Upper Midwest, also called PRISM. My name is Heitkamp. I am a researcher at the St. Anthony Falls Lab at the University of Minnesota, and also act as one of the primary coordinators for this event. I'm really excited that you all are here. I'm really excited that I'm actually able to meet the people whose names I've seen on registration sheets and name tags for the past few months. So really looking forward to what we're going to be doing here over the next few days. We have a lot of new attendees. PRISM, for those of you who are a bit unfamiliar with us, we're an organization that was a joint initiative established in 2009 by the St. Anthony Falls Lab at the University of Minnesota and the National Center for Earth Surface Dynamics, or as we call it, NCED, which is a National Science Foundation Science and Technology Center. And it was a network of research institutions across the U.S. that were doing research on source system dynamics and watersheds. They had a stream restoration segment associated with them, and they also really encouraged outreach through organizations such as this one. The overall objective and mission of this organization is to facilitate dialogue and communication between stream restoration practitioners. For networking, we want to share experiences about stream restoration in the Upper Midwest and the Greater Midwest as well. We're one of 4 established regional river restoration groups around the nation, and these groups are actually really powerful because they bring together folks who not only come from different educational backgrounds. You know, we have engineers, hydrologists, ecologists, biologists, managers, policymakers, geomorphologists, but also because there's a great mix of organizations represented as well. So we have the academia and research, we have private consultants, we have government agencies from local to federal scale, NGOs, managers, and of course our students, who are the next group of future stream restoration practitioners. So this conference and this organization really present a great opportunity to kind of check in with each other on what we consider the pulse of stream restoration in the Midwest and being able to take that dialogue back to our local communities and organizations. There are a lot of people in this room who have been involved in PRISM since the beginning, and we're really excited to see continued growth through the efforts of our marketing committee and through moving this conference to Dubuque. We were really able to gather in a fantastic Iowa crowd, and we have over half of the people in this room are new attendees, which is pretty awesome. To those people, I really want to say welcome. This conference is not only about sharing knowledge and creating dialogue about stream restoration, it's largely about networking. We want you to meet new people. We want you to see people that you've seen before and strengthen that connection. We want you to walk away from this conference knowing that our community is a resource for you as you continue in your professional development and your careers as stream restoration practitioners. We have a single track session format for our entire meeting, so everybody's going to be in the same room listening to the same presentations, which means you're going to get a variety of perspectives. You're going to have ecologists listening to engineers, you're going to have hydrologists listening to regulators and policymakers, so it's a really great way to just kind of learn from each other and figure out ways to collaborate on projects, because I think we'll all agree that stream restoration is an interdisciplinary field. We have numerous breaks throughout the conference, as well as evening events, and I would just encourage you to take advantage of it and talk to people as much as possible. We have 150 people in this room, well, most of them, but it's still small enough to be really intimate and for you to have a good opportunity to kind of network with pretty much whoever you like. I do, of course, want to acknowledge the organizations and individuals that enable us to keep moving forward. So I, of course, want to point out our sponsors. We have Bar Engineering, Conservation Services, Stantec, HDR, Interflute, the St. Anthony Falls Lab, the Minnesota Controlled Erosion Association, or MECA, the Midwest chapter of the Society for Ecological Restoration, Wink Associates, HR Green, and Minnesota Native Landscapes. The funds that they bring in help subsidize the discounted student registration rates and also keep our overall registration rates relatively reasonable. I also want to thank those on our technical and marketing committees These wonderful people volunteer their time to help me identify speakers, to review and rank the abstracts that are submitted, and help spread the news about our organization. And let me tell you, they are all amazing, and I am so thankful for the work that they do. They do have ribbons on their name tags that say committee members, so if you ever get in a conversation with any of them, please thank them for their contributions. I won't ask you guys to stand tonight, but tomorrow I will. So beyond that, logistics. We are in the River Room tonight. The rest of the conference from tomorrow on is going to be upstairs immediately above us in the Grand Ballroom, and our dining room is right next to it. And so even though we're here tonight, we're going to be upstairs for the rest of the conference. We have a student poster competition. We have 9 students this year, so it's going to be a good battle. We have an amazing sponsor group, obviously, and several of them will have booths upstairs. In your folder, you will find a sponsor bingo sheet. I will make sure that all of our sponsors have stamps, and if you go around and visit each one of those booths, they'll put a stamp, and you bring that back to me on Tuesday, and we'll do a drawing for a $50 Cabela's card or a $50 Gander Mountain card. So some good swag with that. But now enough of logistics, let's get to the event of the evening. You'll notice on the errata that unfortunately we had a change schedule tonight. Dr. Rebecca Lave, who was supposed to come speak to us tonight, unfortunately had a pretty serious medical emergency arise this week. And as much as she really wanted to be here, doctor's orders forbade her to come. She has already accepted a speaker slot for next year. So consider this your hook to come to the 2016 Upper Midwest Stream Restoration Symposium. But we were able to find somebody who I would not even consider a replacement because he's pretty amazing as he is. And that's Marty Melcher from Interfluke. Marty has been involved with PRISM since its beginning in 2009. He was part of kind of the group that helped us define who we wanted to be. And he is the Eastern Regional Director for Interfluke, which is an environmental consulting firm that specializes in the investigations, design, and restoration of rivers, lakes, and wetlands. He attended North Dakota State University and the University of Minnesota, and has a background in biochemistry, fisheries, stream ecology, and fluvial geomorphology. He's worked on over 250 river restoration projects in over 20 different states, including dam removal, natural channel design, bank stabilization, and habitat restoration. He lives nearby in, I'm going to mispronounce it again, Lodi? Yeah, Lodi, Wisconsin, with his wife, son, and some chickens. In his free time, he enjoys riding, playing hockey, and hanging out with his family. He also plays bass in a metal power trio, and he's not bad, I heard him. He's actually pretty good. So, with that, I'm going to turn it over to Marty.
Thank you.